بقى شيء ما أعطتكم إياه. حتى دولة أسست لكم دولة، الملك فهد يوم ريغان يطلب منه تمويل زوار الكونترا قال له وحده بوحده أبي دولة لفلسطين، قال له أبشر، ووقع الخطاب دولة لفلسطين، وعلم الملك فهد عرفات انه حصلنا دولة فلسطينية. هرب عرفات ما شافوه الا بعد 10 سنين من هالكلام هذا. هرب ما يبي دولة فلسطينية. كلكم ما تبون دولة فلسطينية.
Hey everybody, a little sneak peek there. This is a very
لأن
interesting.
أساس
This is a very interesting video that I came across today. If you were to ask, well, I live in California. If you were to walk up to any random person that you saw, 9 times out of 10, they would tell you that Palestine is Israel and that Israelis and Jews stole the land from them and they don't deserve to have it. I, of course, don't subscribe to this idea, this notion, not at all. Obviously, Jews existed before Islam. Christianity existed long before Islam. Matter of fact, the word Islam in Arabic means submission to God. So Islam, the word, has been thrown around for a long time, long before the religion of Islam was founded in around 600 AD, which is 600 years after Christ's birth, and 570 or 560 some odd years, 67 years after Christ's death. So for people that I see in the comments talking about how Islam came before Christianity, and they obviously don't know what they're talking about. So this guy, though, not this particular guy, although this guy's interesting, you catch his name, and I'll try to remember to put a link in the comments to his channel. But I'm going to start following the guy because he's got an interesting take, and he finds some interesting videos that aren't going to come across our algorithm organically. So watch this, and I'll break in every once in a while with my 2 cents.
Welcome back to another video here on Insightful Nomad, and today I want to share with you a clip
Insightful Nomad,
from a Saudi influencer. And it is true that many people around the world, including us in Israel, we constantly believe and operate under the understanding that everybody in the Arab and Muslim world are steadfast, full-on supporters of the Palestinians. And there's no doubt that it is a very large majority. But there are also people here in the Middle East who are not so sold on the Palestinian story, who, for religious and historical reasons, actually view Israel as legitimate rather than illegitimate, and also think that perhaps the Palestinians owe a little bit of gratitude for what some of the Arab and Muslim states have done for them. Let's hear our friend here from Saudi Arabia lay it out without holding back.
See, but gratitude is not something that they exercise. They're not interested in giving thanks to anybody. I don't think that they would even give thanks if they managed to capture from the river to the sea. Palestine shall be free. Ooh, jazz hands. They still wouldn't be satisfied because it's not about. It has nothing to do with the land, or it has everything to do with hatred. And hatred of a certain people, a certain ideology. Jews get the brunt of it right now because that's where they live. They live in the thick of it. But if the Jews were gone, if they wiped the inhabitants of Israel off the map and took her over, that would just be a new base of operations for them to fund and launch their future attacks at us in the West. We are the ultimate devil. We are the great Satan. So don't forget that. Don't ever forget that they want you and me dead. Especially if you follow Jesus Christ. If you wear a cross, you're a Christian, dead. If you are LGBTQ, dead. They have no respect for you. So I don't agree with a lot of what Benjamin Netanyahu says, but when he called the gays for Palestine that were outside protesting his speech at the UN, I can't remember, in America, when he was giving his speech and we had the gays for Palestine out there protesting and he called them the chickens for KFC, I could not think of a more apt description, because that's basically what they are. They are lambs to their own slaughter, and yeah, I've got some other videos that kind of address that ideology and that frame of thinking. They believe they're morally superior, and so they will end up in hell with a smile. They're on their way to hell with a smile on their face and not realize that's where they're going because they thought that they were good people. Well, anyways, listen to this guy. I'm going to make the screen bigger because you have to read the captions. I will try to help help read it a little bit, but it actually moves really fast. I'm a pretty decent reader. I'm no speed reader, but I read pretty good, and it's hard to keep up with how fast the guy talks. So, and it's in Arabic. So I don't know about you, but I don't understand what he's saying. Thank God for closed captions. All right, here we go.
السعودية ما بقى شيء ما أعطتكم إياه، حتى دولة أسست لكم دولة، الملك فهد.
There's nothing that Saudi Arabia hasn't given you. It even established a state for you. King Fahad died in 2005.
يوم ريغان يطلب منه تمويل زوار الكونترا قال له وحده بوحده أبي دولة لفلسطين، قال له أبشر، ووقع الخطاب دولة لفلسطين، وعلم الملك فهد عرفات انه حصلنا دولة فلسطينية. هرب عرفات ما شافوه الا بعد 10 سنين من هالكلام هذا. هرب ما يبي دولة فلسطينية. كلكم ما تبون دولة فلسطينية لان اساسا ما لكم.
Did you catch that? King Fahad, Reagan was asking for some funding to help supply the Contra rebels. And King Fahad said that, one good turn deserves another. Give me a Palestinian state. Well, Ronald Reagan said, okay, I guess he agreed to that. And let me go back. They agreed upon a Palestinian state. King Fahad informed Arafat that they had gotten a Palestinian state. Arafat ran away and agreed to meet King Fahad. Only 10 years after all of this. That's what he was getting at. They wasn't interested in a Palestinian state. They only want to kill Jews and continue the Third Reich's legacy. None of you want a Palestinian state since you have no case, no country, and no land. This land belongs to Israel. According to the Quran, it belongs to Israel according to the Quran, and you are displaced people. Scattered from all over. Mongols, Turkmens, Circassian, Armenians, Gypsies. You have nothing in Palestine. Palestine is the state of Israel for the people of Israel. And the people of Israel, just so you'll know, this is pretty interesting. The people of Israel are, I like how he breaks down the history. The people of Israel are the sons of Isaac, and we Arabs are the sons of Ishmael. Ishmael and Isaac were brothers, and their father was Abraham. That makes them our cousins. But where did you come from? He's talking to the Palestinians, quote unquote. How are you part of all of this? You were scattered originally, gypsies, Mongols, Turkmens, Circassians, Romans.
يا الغجر يا المغول يا التركمان يا الشركس يا الرومان يا بقايا الشعوب.
Leftovers of other peoples. How are you part of all of this?
ايش دخلكم بالموضوع؟ ايش دخلكم بالسالفه؟ ايش دخلكم بيننا؟
How are you part of
هذا
us?
بني اسرائيل على ارضهم.
The people of Israel live in their land, but you have no land and no
ما لكم ارض
case.
انتم ولا لكم قضيه يا جماعه، انتم ادوختونا واشغلتونا.
Don't try to fool us. What
لمعلوميتكم.
about the Al? Oh, I went too fast. See, this stuff goes quick.
يا جماعه انتم ادوختونا
Don't try to fool
واشغلتونا.
us.
والاقصى
What about the Alaska Mosque? Just so you'll know. Oh, and about the Alaska Mosque, just so you'll know.
لمعلوميتك ما عندكم اقصى.
There was no such thing as Alaska. There is only Al-Quds, Jerusalem.
اقصى في شيء اسمه القدس. المسجد الاقصى اللي ورد ذكر.
The Alaska Mosque mentioned in the Quran is located in Jurana, 29 kilometers from the city of Taif.
وكان المسجدين المقصد.
There were two mosques there, the Al-Aqsa, the further, and the Al-Adna, the closer.
المسجد الأقصى والمسجد الأدنى. المسجد الأقصى حق.
Your Alaska Mosque was built by Hisham in the year 682 AD. 682 AD.
بناه هشام عام 72 هجري. كيف يسرى محمد له؟
How could Muhammad visit a structure which was built in the year 682?
مبني عام 72 للهجرة. يعني بعد وفاة محمد.
60 years after he died, after Muhammad had died.
تضحكون على مين أنتم؟
Who are you trying to fool?
تضحكون على مين؟ الفلسطيني.
You Palestinians
أنت
are not Arabs.
ولا لك أرض.
You have no land and no case.
الأرض.
This land belongs to Israel, and the case is the case of Israel, and the case is the case of Israel. Is that what it said?
محمد له هو مبني عام 72 للهجرة. يعني بعد وفاة محمد ب60 سنة. تضحكون على مين أنتم؟ تضحكون على مين؟ الفلسطيني. أنت.
You are not Arabs.
ولا لك أرض.
You have no land and no case.
الأرض أرض إسرائيل.
The land belongs to Israel.
والقضية قضية إسرائيل.
And the case is the case of Israel.
كان
Back then, Israeli PMs, Itzhak Shamir, Sharon, Golda Meir,
ورابين وشارون وجولدا مائير والثاني والله ما ادري شو اسمه. هذول كانوا ابطال تدري ولا
they were
لا؟
heroes.
لكن نتنياهو جبان.
Did you know? But Prime Minister Netanyahu is a coward. Watch this. Whew. Why is Prime Minister Netanyahu a coward? You're about to find out.
لا نتنياهو ما حرككم، ما ادري وش يبي بالاسلحه مكدسها عنده.
Because Netanyahu didn't burn you.
يا ادمي يا نتنياهو احرق.
Netanyahu burned these criminals, dispose of them already for your sake, the world's sake, and ours, referring to his in the Middle East. This guy's not going to be very popular living where he, and me playing this video is not going to make me popular living in, the new Middle East in California.
العصابات هذه وهالشتات وهالملفقين وريح نفسك وريح العالم منهم وريحنا احنا منهم. ليش مخليهم؟
Why do you keep
ليش
them?
فتح لهم الحدود يهاجرون؟
Why did you open the borders and let them escape?
راحوا للأردن سووا ويلون.
In Jordan, they caused the Black September in 1970.
وراحوا للكويت انهبوا
In
يوم
Kuwait,
صدام.
they plundered when Saddam Hussein occupied the country in 1991.
انهبوا يلبسون لبس
They wore the Iraqi army uniform and looted stores.
الجيش العراقي وينهبون. الخسة والنذالة والحقارة ما يتركون.
They kept on being mean and despicable.
هذه تربيتهم وهذا
It's
دمهم.
part of their education and who they are.
ليش ما تريح العالم منهم يا نتنياهو؟
If you're a man, Netanyahu, why not do the world a favor and get rid of them?
إذا أنت رجال وبطل. ها؟ الله يلعنكم.
May God curse you and curse and curse even Netanyahu for not getting rid of you. Ooh, man.
منكم. لأن نتنياهو تارك
Because
لكم حق
Netanyahu
العرب.
throws you a life preserver.
المفروض نتنياهو هو اللي
He's the one who is
هو اللي
supposed
خلص العالم
to torment you and dispose the world of your evil deeds.
من شروركم. أنتم شر في أي
You Palestinians are evil in any country you set foot on.
دولة تحطون فيها يا الفلسطينيين. شر المنزل ولا بكم رجل.
Pure evil and no decent man amongst you. I'm guessing that that's meant to say decent.
أنا مستعد أنام عند يهودي ولا أنام عند
Wow. I'm willing to spend the night with a Jew and not a Palestinian.
فلسطيني. أنا مستعد أقلط يهودي.
I'm willing to host a Jew in my house, give him food and water and a bed to sleep in,
وأوكله وشربه ورقده ولا أدخل فلسطيني
and not let a Palestinian enter my house.
في بيتي. والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله.
Thank you and goodbye. Wow. Wow. That is quite a statement. I would entertain a Jew and not a Palestinian. I would imagine that that guy knows a little bit more about the relationship between the Jews and the Palestinians than I do here in California, or than any of you keyboard warriors do living here in the States. Pretty interesting. Damn it. Stop sending me messages. Okay. So I wanted to see if I could get you some information on this guy. Insightful Nomad is his address. Insightful _ wait, let me see. Is it Insightful _ Nomad? I think if you type in Insightful Nomad, he will pop up. He's got more to this video, but this one's gone a little long. And that was really the most important thing for me to show you. I really wanted you to see that and hear that. I'm sorry if my interpretation or my reading of the captions threw it off a little bit, but I know that I had a real difficult time, reading through it myself. But in the interests of doing this right, I will play his speech one more time with no added words. I won't say anything.
Arabia, lay it out without holding back.
ما السعودية ما بقى شيء ما أعطتكم إياه. حتى دولة أسست لكم دولة. الملك فهد يوم ريغان يطلب منه تمويل زوار الكونترا قال له وحدة بوحدة أبي دولة لفلسطين قال له أبشر. ووقع الخطاب دولة لفلسطين وعلم الملك فهد عرفات انه حصلنا دولة فلسطينية. هرب عرفات ما شافوه الا بعد 10 سنين من هالكلام هذا. هرب ما يبي دولة فلسطينية. كلكم ما تبون دولة فلسطينية لان اساسا ما لكم قضية ولا لكم دولة ولا لكم ارض. هذه ارض اسرائيل بالقرآن وانتم شتات رومان ملفقين مغول وتركمان وشركس وارمن وغجر. ما لكم حق بفلسطين. فلسطين هذه دولة إسرائيلية لبني إسرائيل. وبني إسرائيل لمعلوميتكم بني إسرائيل هذولا عيال إسحاق وحنا يا العرب عيال إسماعيل. وإسحاق وإسماعيل أخوين أبوهم إبراهيم عليه السلام. يعني هذولا عيال عمنا. لكن أنتم منين جيتوا؟ أنتم وش دخلكم بالموضوع؟ أنتم يا الشتات يا الغجر يا المغول يا التركمان يا الشركس يا الرومان يا بقايا الشعوب. إيش دخلكم بالموضوع؟ إيش دخلكم بالسالفة؟ إيش دخلكم بيننا؟ هذا بني إسرائيل على أرضهم. ما لكم أرض أنتم ولا لكم قضية يا جماعة. أنتم أدوختونا واشغلتونا. والأقصى الأقصى لمعلوميتك ما عندكم أقصى. ما في شيء اسمه أقصى. في شيء اسمه القدس. المسجد الأقصى اللي ورد ذكره هو بالجعرانة 29 كيلو على الطائف. وكان المسجدين المسجد الأقصى والمسجد الأدنى. المسجد الأقصى حقكم بناه الشام عام 72 هجري. كيف يسرى محمد له وهو مبني عام 72 للهجرة؟ يعني بعد وفاة محمد ب60 سنة. تضحكون على مين أنتم؟ تضحكون على مين؟ الفلسطيني أنت ما أنت عربي ولا لك أرض ولا لك قضية. الأرض أرض إسرائيل، والقضية قضية إسرائيل معكم. كان إسحاق شامير ورابين وشارون وجولدا مائير والثاني والله ما ادري شو اسمه، هذول كانوا ابطال، تدري ولا لا؟ لكن نتنياهو جبان، لان نتنياهو ما حرككم، ما ادري وش يبي بالاسلحه مكدسها عنده. يا ادمي يا نتنياهو، احرق هالعصابات هذه وهالشتات وهالملفقين، وريح نفسك وريح العالم منهم وريحنا احنا منهم. ليش مخليهم؟ ليش فتح لهم الحدود يهاجرون؟ ان راحوا للاردن سووا ويلون الاسود، وان راحوا للكويت انهبوه يوم صدام احتله، انهبوه يلبسون لبس الجيش العراقي وينهبوه. الخسه والنذاله والحقاره ما يتركونها، هذه تربيتهم وهذا دمهم وهذا عرقهم. ليش ما تريح العالم منهم يا نتنياهو اذا انت رجال وبطل؟ ها؟ الله يلعنكم ويلعن حتى نتنياهو اللي ما خلصنا منكم، لان نتنياهو تارك لكم الحبل على الغارب، والمفروض نتنياهو هو اللي يأدبكم وهو اللي يخلص العالم من شروركم. أنتم شر في أي دولة تحطون فيها يا الفلسطينيين، شر منزل ولا بكم رجل. أنا مستعد أنام عند يهودي ولا أنام عند فلسطيني. أنا مستعد أقلط يهودي في بيتي وأغديه وأوكله وشربه ورقده، ولا أدخل فلسطيني في بيتي. والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله.
Powerful words. So thanks for showing up and watching. Thank you very much. I'm going to keep pumping up this kind of content. I think it is important. We are under attack. The world is under attack. Look at Europe. Can't recognize it anymore. It's not a free country anymore. People are getting thrown in jail for having opinions, and they're trying to make that. The left would love to be able to throw me in jail for having my opinion, and you, if you share it. And that's no lie. It's 100% true, and we all know it. They would have loved to have Charlie Kirk locked up, but they couldn't, so they killed him. I don't believe Israel had anything to do with it. If anything, it was the other side. The same side that always accuses everybody of doing exactly what they're doing. So thanks for watching, and I'll be putting out more content very soon. God bless you. Love you.